Stampers, I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to be making a flat fold card, and the flap is in the middle. Look how cute that is. And we're going to make the hippo into a cow. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have all our pieces here. We're going to use our fresh freesia for our base. This piece is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then a piece of the Tea Boutique designer paper. This is double-sided. This piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to use a piece of basic white, which is also cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And that's going to go on the back for signing, if you want extra space for signing your card. And then these two pieces are the rectangle stitch dies. The basic white is 1 3/4 by 3 1/8. And then the fresh freesia piece is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So we're going to stamp our hippo on this piece, and then this piece of basic white is cut at 3 by 8 1/2, and you're going to score it in half at 4 1/4. This is going to make your front part of your card. That's the flap. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some stamping. We're going to stamp our hippo, and we're going to color that one in. So I'm going to be using the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. We're going to stamp our hippo towards the bottom because we're going to put the Love You a Ton on the top of him. Okay. And then these are the blends I'm using. I'm using the Pool Party for the outline of my hippo / cow. And then the Parakeet Party Petal Pink Light, Crumb Cake, and then also the Fresh Freesia in the light for the flower. And then for the black, you can use your Stampin' Blends in the basic black marker. Use your bullet point tip on the Stampin' Blends. You can also just use a ballpoint pen, which is what I used on my sample right here. So you can still see that it works as long as it's black and not the blue. So you can use your ballpoint pen. And then for today's video, I'm going to be using my Stampin' Right marker. Now these are the water-based markers, and this marker is sold individually. Okay, so you can get this one for, I think it's $3. Okay, so let's go ahead and color in our hippo. I'm going to start with the little nose and his belly, because since he's a cow and not a hippo, I'm going to be adding the spots to his body and then keeping the rest of the body white. I'm going to color in the ears. Okay, so that's the Petal Pink Light. Fresh freesias for the flower. We're also going to put a flower over top of that too, so we just want to color underneath that. Then I'm going to use the Parakeet Party for the leaf on the flower. And then the Crumb Cake to ground the cute little cow. We're just going to add a little ground here. Just like that. Okay, so depending on what you want to use for your coloring in the spots, I'm going to use the Stampin' Right markers. So let me go ahead and do that. Now there's no rhyme or reason the way I'm doing this. I'm just finding the white space. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just finding some white space on the cow. Color in the spot. So it's actually pretty easy. It's just making your own spots as you go. I think I'm going to use my brush tip. Might color it in a little bit better. You can also use a black Sharpie too. So we're just going to color around the body. You can add as many spots or as few as you want. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. But it is pretty cute to add the spots and change the hippo to a cow. Whoever thought of that is so cute. Love it. This is also one of my make and takes for our Glitter Queens retreat that we got to make. And then I gave everybody the black marker too. All right, and then we're going to take our Pool Party, the last final step around the cow. We're going to outline the cow with the light Pool Party, which you guys know I like to do that. Just adds a little depth. Oh yeah, we got to color in the feet. Where the nails are on the hippo, I'm just going to color them straight across so they're like a hoof on a cow. So instead of coloring in the nails, I'm just drawing them straight across. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, there's your cute little cow. So adorable. All right, and then I went ahead and already stamped the Love You a Ton. And I do have that right over here. So I went ahead and cut that out, and then I put little mini dimensionals on the back side of that. We're just going to add that to the top. Then we're going to go ahead and add some adhesive and add this to the fresh freesia. So let me grab some Stampin' Seal. Put this. Now make sure you got your stitch side showing out the right way. So cute. All right, and then this is going to go on to the front of our flap card right here on the front. But before we put this on top, we're going to add some ribbon. I'm going to add some fresh freesia open weave ribbon. I'm just going to tie right in the center of the little note card, flat part of the card. And I'm going to cut the ribbon so I can just tie a little bow off to the left-hand side. It's actually not going to be a bow. I'm going to tie like a knot bow. You guys know what I'm probably talking about. I'm just going to tie it in a double knot and then just trim the tails where it looks like a bow. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to tie my second knot. Tuck that in over here. Grab that. This is a little short side here. And then pull my knot. Just like that. And making sure the tails lay somewhat flat. And then we can trim those a little bit shorter. And then it looks like a bow. When it's really kind of not a bow, it's just a double knot. Isn't that cute? All right, now we can go ahead and add our little cow to the front. So cute. All right, now let's go ahead and add our layers to the base, the fresh freesia. I thought this paper was really cute, and plus it matched the flower that the cow is holding. And then we're going to put our basic white piece on the back. Remember, this piece is, if you want to do more stamping, you can actually stamp another one of the little hippos and turn that one into a cow. And then you can also add another greeting, more place to sign your card, whatever you like on the back. So that's optional. There's definitely enough space to sign here on the flap of the card if you want to just use that. All right, then we're just going to add this to the center of our base. And then if it does hang over a little tiny bit, you can also trim that down. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then you can flip it over. Yep, see how mine's hanging over just a little bit? The one thing with Stampin' Up's cardstock, they always cut it a little bit longer, especially the 12 by 12. But I have noticed on the 8.5 by 11 too. So even though it's an 8.5 wide by 11, it might be a smidge long. So then you can just trim that off to match the base. So cute! All right, now the final thing is to add a flower on top of this cute little flower. And these work really cute. These are the Fun Flower resin shapes. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to grab one of the smaller flowers in the fresh freesia. Oh, actually, I think the bigger one might be better. Yeah, the bigger flower. I'm just going to pull this over here. Yeah, put that right over top of the flower that the cow is holding in her little hands. Oh, so cute. So then there's a cute little card. Adorable. All right, let me show you the other one. Okay, so here's the other one. Love You a Ton. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you liked today's video. Okay, catch you later. Bye.